I'm joined by Claire.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
And Mike.
Oh.
I went around the room this time instead of going back and forth.
That made it really weird.
I know, throwing you all out so you're paying attention.
I almost didn't say hello. I was like, me? Already?
At least you didn't go, yeah! Like I did on the last one.
Well, this is our sister show to Cutting the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, where we bring you the weekly word of the weird as we found on the World Wide Web this week. Is what it says on the tin, really.
Yeah.
Here's some weird stuff. I'm going to bring it to you in a easy to follow one after the other format.
It'd be shit if we said it all together.
It would. Should we start with this one? Living Nostradamus claims 4 out of the 7 events he predicted in 2024 have come true.
Do you reckon he's had plastic surgery?
Yes.
Because he definitely looks like he's had plastic surgery.
He looks like the meme of the Giga Chad, except with bigger lips.
He looks
I don't
about...
know what that means.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, he looks about 4 operations away from that human Ken doll.
Yeah. He's definitely had some jawline resculpted.
And lips filled.
Lips filled.
Cheekbones. Look at him,
Yeah.
all shiny and shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Not that we're judging on appearance or anything.
No.
Up to a minute.
What's his name? Athos Salome reckons he's on track for a clean sweep by the end of 2024. So it looks like a few skeptics might owe the man who's been dubbed the living Nostradamus an apology, as he claims that 4 of his predictions for 2024 have already come through. And seeing as we've got a few months to go, Athos Salome reckons he's still on track. So the Brazilian parapsychologist who claims to have correctly predicted 2020's global coronavirus pandemic and the death of the Queen in 2022 is growing a bit bored of people doubting his alleged psychic abilities. Although, to be fair, to predict the death of the Queen, I mean, just go, hey, this year. She was 90-something. You know, just got lucky with that one, surely. So, my predictions are not coincidences, Athos told the Daily Star. They are grounded and come true. So let's dig into the 4 prophecies which he claims have come to fruition from his list of 7. So, World War III. According to Athos, the world is heading for all-out war this year. In 2023, he claimed that World War II was an urgent reality. World War III, sorry. World War II's been a reality, which we all needed to come to terms with, while speculating it could be triggered by an event in China or by a major cyber attack between China and Russia, which makes no sense because they get on.
They might fall out.
They might fall out.
He didn't predict it'd probably start in the Middle East, then, did he?
And because the Middle East's been on fire every decade of our life.
Oh, why didn't he predict it then?
Because it's not going to happen, is it?
No, I'm saying World War III may have kicked off because of that.
It might have, but you never said that one. Is that your prediction?
Well, it could be, I don't know, I'm just saying.
Well, I think the Middle East's been on fire. Can you name me a decade where it hasn't been on fire in the 20th century?
No, I'm just saying that there's pretty much a war now, isn't there, between Israel and Lebanon?
You know what, though? That pager thing was fucking cool, wasn't it?
No, it
It
wasn't.
was horrific, man. People died.
I know it was.
Innocent people
I
in
know.
markets.
I know.
Kids playing with their
Yeah.
kids' fucking
Look,
pager.
I know that was tragic, but it's a cool idea.
That's a scary fucking idea.
It is, because it means we've all got bombs in our pockets.
You've always had a bomb in your pocket,
Well, we know, we didn't know about it before.
didn't you? It's a lithium battery. You overheat that by a few degrees, it's going on fire.
Yeah, but there's not many reports of people, phones explode in their pockets, I don't think.
There's
Is
quite
there?
a few, actually.
Is there?
Yeah. Does happen now and again, very rarely, but does happen. People get
Yeah, but now we know
burns
that
off their phones.
it can be triggered.
Well,
No,
my phone.
our phones can't be triggered.
We
no.
don't know, do we?
You've no idea.
I don't know. He's hacked it before I got it. Who knows?
Could be
Well,
some
probably not, but
Al Qaeda working in fucking Samsung.
could have been our
before we know.
governments. Could have been our governments.
Well, if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be the governments, isn't it?
Right, if the population riot.
Kill switch.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
shut them up.
Yep.
I thought it was a fucking great idea.
Well, in terms of espionage and all that, yeah, of course it is. It's a horrific terror attack, isn't it?
Well, only if you're taking out the right people.
You terrorise a population for political...
No, aiming at
It's a terrorist attack, isn't it?
certain figures within that regime and
Well,
organisation.
yeah, it was a terrorist attack on another terrorist cell.
Preemptive strike.
But innocent people died, didn't they?
Oh, that's war for you, mate.
But there wasn't a war until they did
Please, they've been grappling with each other for decades now, Hezbollah and Israel.
that. I'm just saying it's a horrific act.
I thought
It needs
it
to
was,
be condemned, doesn't it?
Well, fuck around and find out.
What else has he predicted then? Back to the topic.
China and US flexing their military muscles proves that the situation is getting more and more volatile, adding the globe is poised on the edge of catastrophic war, which I think we've had that every decade for the last, since the 40s, World War III, I'm not convinced. Athos also warned the world to brace for a whole host of natural disasters last year. Apparently he's spot on, although we have natural disasters every year.
And they're getting worse because of climate change.
I should become a psychic, because all of this, I could just go, I tell you what, I'm going to make you a list of 4 predictions for next year.
Go on,
And I'll
then.
write them down. I'll go away and think about it.
I'll tell him
Right.
now. There's going to be a tsunami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit broad, isn't it, that?
That's all he's doing.
Yeah. It's going to be a horrific
Yeah.
tsunami.
Typhoon
somewhere in-
Yagi left over 150 dead and wreaked havoc across the 3 nations. Well, doesn't that happen every year?
Pretty much. Seems to be, doesn't it?
Well, it seems to be because of climate change, isn't it? It's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it still happens.
It's not hard to
isn't it?
predict, is it?
No.
In fact, it's getting easier to predict.
This is my point.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go away and I'm going to make you guys a list of 4 predictions.
Well, let me just say the World War III hasn't broke out yet, so he's not right on that one yet.
No. No, he's not. The space race. According to Athos, global superpowers such as China, Russia and the US will be recreating the 20th century space race in 2024.
Yeah.
The bloke who can supposedly see in the future predicted an asteroid which is abundant in rich materials would turn up. Well, in all fairness,
That's already happened.
exactly this is what he's saying.
But that happened a few years ago, didn't it?
Yeah.
They found that asteroid. Was it called Psyche or something?
Something like that. He reckons this must have been connected to the small asteroid which NASA announced had disintegrated over the coast of the Philippines earlier this month. As well as taking everyone by surprise, it also highlighted advances in the ability to monitor small celestial bodies close to Earth.
So well done, he predicted an asteroid entering the atmosphere.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
He's full of shit. He's just doing it for the fucking money so he can have more plastic surgery. Simple as that.
Artificial intelligence, as well as having plenty to say about artificial intelligence, Athos had several theories about other technological advancements which would take place in 2024. Either Apple would put a new Vision Pro headset on the market which could allow the user to enter various different dimensions, which while also suggesting augmented and virtual reality would become a lot more lifelike. Although he didn't hit the nail exactly on the head, he reckons he was close enough and pointed to the Hauntify app, which is currently sweeping social media. The mixed reality app allows people to turn their entire house into a horror game and experience evil spirits or hunt them down. Apparently it's quite terrifying. I'd imagine that's also not great for your mental health.
I was just thinking I want to go with it.
Oh no.
I think it'll be a thing in the future, augmented reality. You put your glasses on, like you're living in Roman times or whatever you imagine.
The issue you've got is
Toga
people
party.
just,
I'd be imagining everyone naked.
Well,
Simple.
the issue you're going to have is that people aren't going to want to leave it.
Well,
It
no.
will become
It's better
reality.
than life, isn't it? You don't want to leave better than life, do you? Because it's better than life.
Yeah.
People are going to starve to death in their homes.
No. You still go out and buy stuff.
No, not to get too immersed in it, just forget to eat.
No, what I'm saying, it's augmented, not virtual, it's
No, it's
augmented.
for virtual reality and then people will
So
starve
the
to death.
reality is still there, there's just a digital overlay on everything. So you can make it look all like futuristic, all the buildings and the streets and
Oh, definitely.
people
That-
wear their clothes.
That piece of shit you made for dinner actually looks like a 5-star
Yeah.
a la carte
Yeah.
bloody Michelin beauty.
What's the point? Because it's not real.
Oh, that tree looks like a
Penis.
No, I was going to go for a
In your-
mushroom.
I was thinking your reality. It looked like a penis.
Be a lot of
wouldn't
cocks everywhere in your glasses, Claire.
Yeah.
If you'd have the nude app,
Yeah.
everyone having big swinging cocks.
I just remember walking around going, I'm with my eyes, I was like, oh.
Everyone's got 12 inches.
I've been running in the opposite direction. I'm not that keen.
Well,
he's full of shit, isn't he?
yeah, I think he's full of shit. I mean, I've got to do the predictions list though. I'm gonna make 4 predictions for next year,
Alright.
and we'll see how close I am.
You wouldn't want to brush past him, would you? Bloody cut your arm open with that bloody
Cheekbone.
chin of his. Very sharp cheekbones.
Alright, enough of him. Onto alien ships. Apparently they're stalking nuclear sites.
That's nothing new, is it? Really?
No.
No, but there's a new book been released.
Well, renowned researcher Robert L. Hastings said that if extraterrestrial beings existed, they seem to be greatly interested in nuclear weapons. While some have claimed these sightings could be reconnaissance for a potential invasion, he believes there are a few different theories.
That's what Elizondo reckons now. They're scouting us out for hostile intent.
It's a long scouting it, 100 years.
Just seeing where we're at.
Well,
They know we've got their craft. They know that we're advancing. How far?
why did they get us before we start advancing then? It's like, oh shit, they've got our craft, maybe we should attack now. No, we're going to do reconnaissance for the 70 years. Let them build up their technology,
With
their
the distance.
forces.
You know, do you?
Stupid. You wouldn't do that.
I am sorry that the man who spent a good 10 years investigating UAPs for the US military has stupid
Think
ideas
about
to
it.
you.
Well, no, that one I think is particularly stupid. Think about it. Doesn't make any. You can't just say reconnaissance. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they might be watching, they might be seeing how long it takes for us to destroy ourselves and stuff.
Well, there's that. They don't need to attack us. We'll destroy ourselves. But why let them build up their technology and their forces?
Because they're still ahead of us anyway.
Yeah, well ahead.
Well, maybe there's that. Maybe it doesn't matter. Could be that. But if they'd attacked us in the 30s.
There's a series of
We're a better
books
chance,
about
wouldn't
that actually. Harry Turtledove wrote them. The aliens invade during World War II, and we actually managed to beat them back a bit because our tech's so low tech they can't deal with it. So the Germans fire one of their railway guns, a massive UFO command ship, and they're like, fire the flares, and they're like, that's not doing anything. Because it's just a big lump of iron coming at them, they can't do anything about it.
Fair enough. So for his new book, UFOs and Nukes, Hastings interviewed more than 150 US military personnel. He wrote that sightings have been reported over and over again since the first atomic bomb was tested in 1945.
True enough.
And far from being restricted to North America, he said UFOs had also appeared in nuclear facilities across Russia and India. It all adds up to a picture of extraterrestrials keeping a close eye on nuclear weapon sites. Or maybe they're just friendly, they don't want us to fire them.
Oh,
You thought of that?
it's very naive.
I'm just saying, it could be. Maybe they want to prevent us from annihilating ourselves and the planet.
You're still hanging on to Vrilly, aren't you?
I am, yeah. Vrillon, come and save us. Okay, Hastings added there are several theories as to why UFOs are attracted to dangerous nuclear sites. Aliens could be here to warn us of the catastrophic risk of nuclear warfare, or even to protect the planet for their own scientific experiments, he theorised. That's more plausible myself. In fact, it could be that devices are not extraterrestrial. All, according to Hastings, the more dull explanation is that UFO sightings are just foreign nations spying on military targets. I don't believe that.
No, that's a very dumb theory. Has he not watched the Tic Tac videos?
Yeah.
Or that fucking octopus?
Doesn't look human-made to me.
No.
So yeah.
There you go. It comes after what we reported a former Pentagon UFO hunter had shared fears aliens could be planning to invade. Louis Elizondo said flying saucers behave in the same way as our own armed forces in preparing for war. Everything we've seen in the 20th century could be a prelude to invasion. It is a possibility we cannot ignore.
No, I certainly can't ignore it, but it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, you're gassing yourself in the car with gas.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you two had agreed on.
As soon as the aliens land.
Me and Ben and Pete, we're fighting, aren't we?
I'm going to try and make love to the motherfuckers.
Oh, right, okay.
Whether they like it or not.
Welcome to Earth.
Well-
Punch.
Well, aren't you going to see if they're hostile first?
No.
No.
Yeah, and if they're not, I'm going to make love to them. And if they are, I'm going to make love to them in a slightly different way.
Depends a little. Depends. I suppose it does depend on what they turn up and say, doesn't it?
There'll be pictures of Pete on the ships saying, look, alien rapist. Don't go anywhere near this man. He's dangerous.
Aliens will be telling horror stories of people and their children. I was abducted by a human. He probed me anally.
And he said, "How do you like it, you bastard?"
And the aliens will be like, I don't believe in these humans.
He's real. I felt him.
Barely. Well, it's still a concern.
Of course, it's a concern.
Not for me, I'm quite looking forward to it.
Me and Claire will be out there with our laser guns.
Where are we going to get these laser guns from?
Well, we presume we've got them somewhere and we're saving them for
Nicking
this
them
occasion.
Nicking them off the aliens that I bummed to death.
I'm going to last all of 3 minutes. But, you know, what are 3 minutes? That's the way I like to make love.
I'm thinking like arachnids type, you know. I'm dying for that.
I'm not making love to them.
Sorry, mate, you're locked in now.
They are getting stepped on.
What, Starship Troopers size?
Stepped on? They're not getting
I
stepped on,
will
they're
build
huge.
a big fucking foot. Step on them.
Yeah.
And then maybe shag their carcass afterwards.
You're really good bug's a dead bug.
It is. You're absolutely right. Yeah, well, okay. What else we got?
Massive baby Jesus statue in church is a spitting image of the legendary Brit rock star.
Now, how could it be if it's the baby Jesus?
Right, so this giant Jesus statue located in Mexican church has left people in hysterics after its look was compared to a British rocker.
Who?
Shared by Reddit, a snap of the towering Son of God behind an altar, complete with striking blue eyes and seemingly thinning hairline, led to users of the platform to compare it to Phil Collins.
Oh, no, I need to see it.
I know.
Founding member of appropriately named band Genesis. Collins is now 73 years old, but was once bore a strong resemblance to the bizarre baby Jesus statue. So look then.
Phil Collins looks, terrible now. I'm sure he'll
Well, I was going to say, Jesus does know him and he knows he's right.
Hey! I've been talking to Jesus all my life. That's a good song, actually. Ghost did a great cover of that song.
Post has been deleted now.
Oh, I don't believe it. I need to see it. I don't believe it. Go on, Google it. It's got to be there somewhere. It's on the internet. It's got to be there somewhere.
It looks like Phil Collins.
Christ, it really does look like Phil Collins. That's incredible.
So it is actually the baby Jesus, but he looks like a 40-year-old man.
He's
Phil
got-
Collins with a receding hairline.
Oh no!
It's just that hairline, it's that M-shaped hairline, isn't it?
It's the face too. I mean,
Yeah.
God, if I had a baby like that, I'd fucking cave its skull in.
It's very scary. The eyes are very scary.
What?
Don't his head in on
Why
the-
the fuck would you make a statue that big of Phil Collins in a fucking nappy?
what the point? Why does the baby Jesus have blue eyes?
And why does he look like he's about to pounce on whoever comes anywhere
He
near
does.
him?
The way his leg is raised up and his arms raised, it's like he's about to sneak up on me and slit my throat. Which, it's not the first time I was trying to...
Remember? I remember. I can't remember what song that is, but I
In the
remember
air.
it says that.
In the air tonight.
That's it, yeah.
Da-dum, 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 dum-dum.
A second person joked, imagine being a Viking and sailing to England to plunder silver only to find a 15-foot tall baby with the face of Phil Collins. After several more Reddit posters, snaps of In the Air Tonight singer in the tribute, a third person simply penned, "That's Phil Collins." While a fourth parodied a Bible verse, "Take a good look at me now, 'cause I'll be standing here, and you coming back to me is against all odds. It's the chance I've got to take." Collins 3:16.
I don't know his songs well enough to understand that. Is
Oh,
that
I
one of his
do.
songs?
Take
Yeah.
a look at me now. Wasn't that Phil
Is that
Collins?
Phil Collins?
Cause I'll still
Yeah.
be standing here.
Phil Collins is
And you
alright.
coming back to me is against all odds.
There's a chance I've got to take.
Collins,
Take
3:16.
a look at me now.
I know that song now, yeah.
Phil was actually you know, he's all right.
No, he was cool as Fook.
Yeah, he's in terrible health nowadays. Sadly.
Yeah, bless him.
Looks youthful
Parkinson's,
there.
is he?
I think he's got Parkinson's, hasn't he?
I couldn't tell you. I know
I
he's.
think it is.
He had to do an entire set sitting down in a wheelchair. I know that much.
He got his son
That might
playing
have
drums.
been his last one he did. Actually, he was in a wheelchair for it. So
He had his son playing the drums with him as well. Didn't
yeah.
He? Yeah, bless him. Bit of a legend.
Oh, he's in Genesis. Genesis is great. Better with Peter Gabriel, mine, in my opinion, but.
Phil did a good job though, didn't he? Taking over
Drumming and singing, mate. That's
from the
fucking
drummer
hard.
to being the front man, like, and still drumming.
Yeah.
3 Doors Down, drummer as a singer.
Yeah, but they became incredibly depressing. First album was great. After that, it was like, my God, I want to slip my wrist to this. Fuck me, this is terrible. These songs are great, but everything's so whiny.
Can we take this baby Phil Collins off the screen?
Yeah.
No, I want to get it tattooed on me.
Okay, and finally,
So Loch Ness Monsters Hunter given fresh hope after canoeist thumped in mystery encounter. So we've thumped. What?
in quotation marks.
Yeah, okay. Jeff Potts has told how he was canoeing on Loch Ness with his son when suddenly he felt a massive thump, a big thud, from an object that he said must have been large, as hunters continue to search the mythical monster.
Still looking at 20 million a year to Loch Ness.
So the pair
Keep it
were
rolling in.
the pair were saddling in separate canoes.
Paddling?
Saddling? they were paddling in separate canoes on the loch when both of them were hit hard from below. The impact was sudden and it knocked the paddle from Chris's grip. It comes just days after the reported that a swimmer, Duncan Roberts, was hit in the chest by a mystery creature. Yeah, so Jeff, 53, and Chris, 24, have canoed many times there and have never had such an encounter before, and the canoe being hit so hard from below. So, could have just been a big fucking fish. Catfish.
Yep.
Like,
Couldn't have been an otter.
Well, I don't know.
could have been fucking anything.
Big otter.
They get quite big otters, didn't they? Not massive, but fairly big.
I don't know.
Jeff told What's the Jam, I'm guessing that's a magazine or something, I guide canoe trips on the Great Glen. I've done around 40 or so in the last few years. A few weeks ago, when I was out with my son Chris, something bumped into the canoe hard from below. When I mentioned it to Chris, he said he hit something as well with his paddle, nearly took it out of his hand. I didn't see anything, I just felt a bump against the bottom of my boat.
Yeah, he was basically...
Yeah.
Bumped.
Yeah.
Something bumped into the bottom of his...
Just the one
Canoe.
of them or both of them?
No, they're both...
Well, it bumped into the dad's canoe, and the son, Chris, hit it with his paddle.
Like you say, it could be a big catfish, something like that. You don't know, do you?
Could have been a fucking crocodile.
I hope one of those residences there is Bolskin, which is where Crowley used to live.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oliver.
Alistair.
Who's Oliver Crowley?
You're thinking of Oliver Cromwell.
Probably, yeah.
This is nothing, is it, really?
Yeah, that
It's always the same with Loch Ness, though, isn't it?
That was a nothing article, really.
Yeah.
He's been hit by a fish.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I've had that in the fucking clay pools up the road. Literally, when we were in there a couple of years back on the boats,
Yeah.
something brushed up my bum.
thing is, I know it's the biggest lake in the UK, Loch, Lake, whatever you want to call it, but, you know, come on, they've been looking in that thing for what, 40, 50 years now?
Like with
all
decent...
all the latest
equipment.
sonar equipment and all of this, and you're going to see something. And it's all there's caves under it. Oh, how fucking convenient. £20 million a year to the local economy.
They heard something recently. Last month, underwater detectors picked up a regular heartbeat, creating a serious monster buzz. The rhythmic pulsing was detected on a hydrophone that was deployed some 100 feet below the Scottish Lake surface.
Right.
The source of the sound is unclear.
Big fish.
Yeah.
Big
Cool.
catfish.
Could have been an otter clinging to it.
Yeah, humping it.
Mm.
That was what the rhythmic noise was. It was like the otter going.
Who's to say?
Don't go that deep, do they?
Come on.
Do not, Claire. Not deep enough for you.
So there we are, that bombshell. Otters are poor lovers.
They haven't got the girth.
Oh, thanks for listening. Yeah, I've been Ben. Fuck you, living Nostradamus.
I've been Mike. Thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
And I've been Claire. Don't make any more baby Jesus bloody Phil Collins. It's scary.
It's my next tattoo.
I've been Pete. I would give up on the Loch Ness monster, to be honest. I think it's had its day.
£20 million a year, Pete.